3 boutique projects, 2 of us, 1 tour. Let's go. Well, if you stay here, that's one of the things you have to deal with, the traffic. So, always got car. Hello my babies, welcome back to House Hunt with Ju and Grace.
Hi.
It's a new project that has come up on our radar called Straits at Chiat. Seems like boutique projects are getting more and more popular. So Grace and I are taking a walk around my backyard. I've been here about 20 years already to take a look at all these projects that are coming up, to give you a bit of insights about how we feel.
So if you don't know yet, Straits at Chiat is located along Chiat Place. It is a set of 16-unit freehold boutique apartments in District 15, but more specifically in the Telok Kurau area.
So this development has 3 bedders to 5 bedders. They have a 3 plus study, a 3 plus guest, a 4 bedder and a 5 bedder.
This part of Chiat that we're in is actually in the Telok Kurau area. So over here, you'll not just find boutique developments, you also find quite a bit of landed properties. One of the compelling reasons why we are here is because this project is only 2,000 to 2,100 per square foot. I wouldn't use the word cheap, but I would say affordable as an entry price into D15.
While it is excellent in terms of its location,
Next door to Parkway East Hospital, and there is a lot of traffic. Since the time that we have arrived here, it's like so difficult to shoot because there's so much traffic around like Chiat Place.
its connectivity to amenities, to lifestyle shops, as well as major expressways. But of course, I'm not here to tell you what you can find on the internet. I'm here to give you my 2.18 cents on what you cannot find online. And one of those things that we all know as savvy and wary investors is that boutique projects do have its downsides.
So Ju, I've heard a lot about boutique developments lately. What do you consider a boutique development to be?
Okay, I feel like anything smaller than 100 units is considered. If you don't have that number that supports a development, it's very hard to, first of all, see enough transactions for your price to go up. And secondly is that when the unit starts getting old, particularly in terms of like the development starts aging, you don't have the number of residents to be able to support the maintenance of the place.
And not only that, you will not find them in very prime locations, particularly close to the MRT. In this case, Straits at Chiat is more than a 10-minute walk that I can handle in the sun. And because of its low density, i.e. low plot ratio, chances of en bloc is also very rare. Knowing very well all these pitfalls of buying into a boutique projects, why do people still buy them? And in my humble opinion, I feel like it's because in District 15 the price gap has gone way too far. We have had the golden triangle of new launches come out last year, and we're talking about Tembusu Grand, Grand Diamond as well as Continuum. The first 2 99 years mega launches, Grand Diamond and Tembusu Grand, has already broken the $2,600 per square foot mark. And not forgetting, we have another plot in Tembusu coming up slated for Q3 this year, setting a new benchmark in terms of prices in rest of Central Region.
$2,000, 2,001 per square foot, I think is fairly justified. It is still fairly reasonable, so 一分钱一分货, like we always say.
Over all these figures, we're not just talking about $100, $200 per square foot difference in terms of price. We are essentially talking about premiums that we are paying on the boutique projects in comparison to these big boys. And if boutique apartments are your way to go, then you want to know what your options are in the Chiat precinct.
Why are we going to Koon Seng House and Claydence?
I want to show you all how it feels like to be in a location that is not next to a hospital. Actually, I should ask you. You know the difference between the PSF here and there, right? By being in a different location alone.
Yeah, so Straits at Chiat is going for about $2,000 PSF. Koon Seng House and Claydence is about $2,300.
And the decision here can be as simple as just the feel of the architecture. You also get to pick the battles you want to fight.
So we have actually arrived over at Koon Seng Road, which is where both Koon Seng House and Claydence are at. Here's what we are seeing. A lot of places of worship. Okay, so we're here at Claydence and it is very busy. Look at the train of traffic just outside. So we're almost reaching Koon Seng House, and the church that we've been talking about is just here. See, even the church used a Peranakan feel to it. So this one has just been excavated. Koon Seng House is of course anywhere close to Claydence. Claydence is the first one to launch, so for sure Claydence is going to compete a bit earlier. Both Straits at Chiat and Koon Seng House has just excavated the site, so it might take a while, probably another like 2 or 3 years. Do you know that like if you want to go for a freehold development around here, you really can only acquire them through en bloc sales? And most of the properties over here, particularly for these older boutique projects, right, are already past 20 years old. So this is actually very, very, very old land that we're talking about, and I feel like boutique developments will make a comeback very soon. These projects start to go past the 20 years, you know, thinking about the maintenance of boutique projects, right? I actually do think that boutique projects will make a comeback in this area.
If you do really want to go into a boutique apartment, make sure that you buy something relatively new. This is also because the older layouts are inefficient. Often with column, with pillars, with open terraces. Don't be fooled by the low PSF, because in the end, good layouts always prevails.
So we arrived here at Straits at Chiat's show flat. It's a very small show flat, but also surprising because they only have 16 units, but yet there is actually a show flat. Okay, so here we are at Straits at Chiat show flat. Full kind of like show flat along with the layout of a 3-bed plus study.
It's the 3 plus study, type AS, 92 square meters.
So first thing you see when you come in is of course the utility room, aka the household shelter, and also we have actually an adjoining bath. Very interesting. What links here? Oh, like a junior master. Yes. Yeah, they did even add in the Peranakan touches to their ID design. Something very interesting. The kitchen is not at the door. The kitchen is actually closer to the living room, so you can watch TV from your kitchen. It's the study area, the study nook, I call it. There isn't really a partition so-called, but you can see that there is an additional space.
So the stack 2 layout, the one that we saw just now, is actually located here. And this stack of units will not be facing the hospital.
Now that we have seen both, you know, the on-site location as well as the show flat, Grace, would you actually buy something over here?
I think it's difficult for me because I live in the west and my whole kampong is there.
We are not new to it. There is a lot of boutique projects here in District 15. I think there are more to come. We also know that there are some downsides to living in a boutique project, particularly when the development comes to age, because there are less residents and more of a burden on individual residents to support it as the building becomes old. But if you're looking to hold this for like a 5 to 10 years mark, it is in a very favorable price point, considering that the entry price is only about $2,000 to $2,100 per square foot for a freehold unit in District 15. And that said, the layouts over here are actually quite welcoming of bigger families. Like we wanted to see the 5-bedroom, right?
Yeah, so the 5-bedroom is not available to see at the show flat, but looking at the floor plan, quite a nice size. Extra bedroom that you could consider turning into a walk-in wardrobe or a study that connects your master bedroom together with the extra bedroom.
I will need a 3-bedroom conversion for a walk-in wardrobe.
Okay, you can have it to yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good to have extra space. Yeah. And this is one of the things that we notice with boutique projects, is that there is a possibility to combine the rooms if you want to, because this is an en-bloc project. It is not like a PVVC built as per 99-year leasehold condos that we have seen mostly in the District 15 new launches. So that we have concluded our tour of Straits at Chiat along with 2 other developments, Koon Seng House and Claydence, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode as much as we have. And you have been house hunting with Ju and
Grace.
And we hope to see you next time on our next episode. Done.
Yeah.